Hi everyone, my name is Abel Gray Katoma. I'm from GREYTEST Design Consult. Today I'm going to be showing you how to truncate a beam, okay? How to truncate a beam using Protastructure 2022. In our Protadetail, I'm going to be showing you that you can reach me through any of these numbers, or you can call me on any of these numbers, okay? You can just send me a message on WhatsApp using this number, okay? Let's jump right into it. In a case where you have, sorry, let me delete this. In a case where you have some beams and that are actually that has great number of spans and it exceeds your template which you have here. This template was generated by Protastructure. You can get your template from here. If you click on this sheet, it comes up. You can pick any size of paper you want to use. You can pick A3, which is the normal size we normally use for printing our structural drawings. So if this is what we pick, you can as well even select the scale. Okay, so let's come back to this again. You can change the scale to, let's say, 100, and then we drop it here. Okay, so if this is the scale we are using, I will take this off. This is large, but let's say I'm using this particular scale. I just want to use this to demonstrate this faster for us. Okay, and there are cases where you have your designs where you have when the beams are very large, that is, the span is very large. For example, if you are designing for a building that has a span of let's say, for example, up to 25 meters or 28 meters, okay, in that case, and you know, customarily you are supposed to introduce an expansion joint when your building is beginning to span up to 30 meters, even though there are some controversies that the span has been increased. But let's say that instead of 30 meters now, there are some controversies that is up to 140 meters before you can introduce an expansion joint. Okay, but let's say in a case where you have a very large span of beam, okay, and in that case, you know that fitting in that particular beam into your sheet might be a bit difficult, and even when you are able to put it in a sheet, by the time you print that particular drawing, it's actually not definitely going to come out clearly. There are some dimensions you will not be able to see. You will not be able to see most of the dimensions. When I started designing earlier, I encountered a lot of challenges like that before I could be able to understand what I was doing. So let's say I'm moving this particular beam, and then I want to fit it into this particular sheet, but like I said, you know, this is actually exceeding the size of this sheet, and let's say, for example, I don't want to go more than this size that I already have. Like I said, if I rescale this particular beam, it will most likely enter this particular sheet. But in a case where you have a very large span, in that case, there is every tendency that even when you fit it into the sheet, when you print, you are not going to see those dimensions. So in that case, it is advisable you truncate this particular beam. Okay, so it's more like you blowing the beam more. Okay, you can actually fit in the actual size of the beam where it's supposed to be in a sheet. Then you come down and probably truncate them. In essence, you are blowing it. Okay, so that by the time you print, it's going to appear very well in your drawing. Alright, let's jump right into it right away. So all I need to do now is to come to crop beam elevation. If I click on this, all I need to do is to click on 2 points. You can say here, down here at the left hand corner of my screen is telling me select first point. So all you need to do is to select your first point. You select your first point from anywhere, can be your first point, but let's say I'm picking from anywhere. You can pick from anywhere to be your first point. If I pick here, all I need to do is to hold on Control in order for me to get a straight line, or I can come here and click on auto mode, and then my line is expected to be straight. If I use auto mode, so once it's on auto mode, it's going to give a straight line. So if I click the second point, you can see this particular beam has been successfully truncated. You can see pointing an arrow telling me that we're able to cut this beam from here. You can see this arrow showing this other direction. Okay, so all I need to do is I can probably use a redimension all of this particular beam. So I can redimension this, and you can as well achieve this even right here from your Protastructure itself. Okay, so you can see horizontal dimension, your vertical dimension. So whichever dimensioning you want to achieve can be achieved here in Protastructure. So you can redimension all of this directly from your Protastructure, even without taking it to AutoCAD itself. And good thing for you to know is that Protastructure now has an automatic detailing, where if you click on this automatic detail and you click the second point, then you click here and click on OK, you can see automatically it has generated detailing for us. Amazing, right? If you already love what you are seeing, please just like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel. It's actually free. We have covered a very wide range of design. If you visit our channel, down below the description of this video, you'll find a link to that channel. Make sure you visit it and keep yourself busy. Okay, we've covered a wide range on Protadetail. Make sure you stay safe and stay blessed.